YouTube, and this is Lucky Day 714, and today I'm going to teach you how to do an ollie. I've made about 4 of these videos, and every time I try to make it a little better, and I'll finally post, maybe this will be the one that I post. So, ollie is a basic trick, a trick for all tricks. Like, kickflip is the basic flip trick. You can't even do a kickflip without knowing how to do an ollie. So, an ollie, not an ollie. An ollie is like... So, basic footing for an ollie. You want your foot on the tail. Considering if you're learning how to do an ollie, you're probably very new to skateboarding. So, the back, whatever way you face, where the foot that you this is the back up with. Your back foot. Because some people push with their back foot, which is kind of confusing to explain with this. With their front foot, I mean. So, the foot, when you're going forward, the foot in the back, where you're pushing down is the tail. Just so you know it first, so you don't mess this up, so you can follow along very easily. The tail is the, less taller side, and it's a little, longer than the nose. That's the front. And usually, the design will tell you, like this one, where the nose and the tail is. So basic footing for an ollie. Feet, an inch or two behind the bolts. Back foot lined up with the curved edge of the skateboard. I'd recommend having skate shoes because they're meant for skateboarding. And these are $30 and they've been doing me good. They curved and lined up with the board. You're just gonna bend down, not even that far, just bend down here. As you lift up, top, and when you're and don't, after that, jump, just lift up and down, and just do a little jump. Just go with the flow, don't do jump after you do it, so it has to be one motion. Just hit a bend down, top, jump, and drag your foot forward all at the same time, pretty much. So it's going to look something like this. Let's do that again. So, yeah. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a lot of things with the ollie. So it's just not just how to do an ollie. So if you need more detail, leave a comment below and I'll help you out. I might even make a video response to you. And just another video, all in general. So yeah, once you got the ollie down, it's going to take you about a week, maybe more, maybe less, but I doubt it. So once you get that ollie down, try to get it as high as you possibly can. Okay, so when this board's on the ground, if you can get it a little higher than that, for our purposes right now, that's perfect. And that's not high at all. You should be able to do that on your the first time you ollie, you should be able to get higher than that. So, once this back foot meets, you slam it down. Forgot to say that, but it makes sense to do that anyway, so you probably did that. So basically, we're just gonna ollie over this. We've been doing so far. I should have to do it while staying still. And this video says it's a package, it's all in one. I'll show you how to ollie while moving now. Push, ollie. First time, push just a little bit. Make sure you don't ollie when it stops. Push, and ollie. When you're first doing it, it might take you a few seconds to get set up in the position. So just push a little harder. And by the time you do it, you'll be good. Okay, so common problems with this, you might be jumping too far forward, and if you want to let it forward, that's pretty much the only problem I could find with this. But with an ollie, people do this a lot. They put one foot on. Like I said in my how to do a pop shove it / shove it video, you just gotta commit, man. The girl. But basically, just don't move your back foot and you'll be fine. Here. Like, it's not even that hard to do, considering the size I am. Like, considering if you look how high I can do my highest ollie in my montage. I did one of the highest ollies I've ever done. Whereas on my fall/winter montage, if you could just, I'll put the link in the description. But I ollie probably this high, and that's pretty good for me. That's like a foot and a half, maybe, probably just a foot, but it's not that hard, guys. Like, it's not. Just, you'll be fine. So, that's a huge problem, but it's easily fixed. So push, and usually in the beginning, what happens is you'll lean too far back, and you'll end up doing like, you'll do the pop and you'll go in the air, but you'll end up landing like this, like doing like a manually, and that's not good. You just gotta lean forward. Because you're already bringing your feet forward with the board anyways, might as well just lean forward more. But don't lean forward like this, or you're never gonna land it. Because you gotta look at your feet. Every time you do an ollie, look at your feet. Now I'm gonna show you how to ollie over a piece of like a little board. And there's a little clip from my my montage. And I'll show you how you can ollie over bigger things. So depending on how high you can ollie, the higher you can ollie, the slower you can move. If you can only get this high, you better be moving fast. Because it's actually kind of easy to move ollie while moving fast. It's just, you don't need to worry about getting all the footing right. It kind of just does it. So you'll just push, approach it, and ollie over it. It's not that easy. So if you get it first time, skip ahead to when I show you how to do the other thing, the last thing. But so first time, approach it in ollie position, bent, knees bent, and just stop right before it. Once you see your board, like when you're bending over, once you see it line up with the object, that's when you pop. Because what will happen a lot is that you'll ollie too late, and you'll end up like this. Not actually ollie, but that happens to me a lot. And I'll get a perfect ollie, but I'll end up hitting it, and it doesn't matter because I didn't do it. So I'll go really fast for one, and I'll go really slow for one, and show you how easy and easy it is when going fast. And if you want to ollie a bigger object, you're gonna need to go fast. But this, I hardly even like popped. When you pop it back, it's just flying. You don't even need to worry about it. When you're going slow, though, let's go about this fast. That's why I like going fast, because usually what happens is I have more time to anticipate, and I'll bail probably if I go slower. So you gotta time it better when you're going slow. And that's what's gonna happen a lot. Just because you're getting the board over, the one part over, doesn't mean you're actually getting over. So have a friend when you're learning how to ollie spotting you to see if you're actually getting in the air. Because you actually won't feel it the first few times you do it. So just go slow. It's all for you guys though. So the only issue I ever find is that I'll land, and since my foot hangs off a lot sometimes, when I get the impact, my back foot, I'll show from the back view, my back foot does this sometimes, like bends down, and skims the wood. That's okay, guys, because you're not hitting the wood, well, the board isn't, and that's all you have to care about. If you're just hitting your leg, you just gotta fix your landing a little bit. So basically, you gotta do is just get an ollie a little higher and go a little faster, so you won't actually hit the wood. But piece of plywood, not plywood. That's probably like a 2x4. I think. Yeah, it's a 2x4. So just grab one of these. This is the perfect way to start. So there's 2 other things I'm going to show you how to do.